Today we're checking out the new 7-inch ONN tablet from Walmart, which is their smallest and cheapest version for 2026. I believe this is their 5th generation now. At only $97, I think it's pretty obvious who they're targeting with this tablet, especially now that I don't see the Fire 7 tablets on Amazon. They're only starting with the Fire HD 8 for some reason. So people that are looking for that type of tablet or an e-reader, I would assume they're looking at this one. They did bump up the storage to 64 gigabytes. It's got an aluminum build pretty much all the way around, so it feels more premium. Although, to be honest, I think I'm okay with plastic on a tablet like this. It comes in 4 color options: mocha, pink, silver, and the one shown here is blue. Got a little bump there for the camera on the back. Not bad though. As you can see, very easy to hold this one with one hand. You can see how small this tablet is next to the Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's a little bit thicker than the 8.1 inch version. You can see not quite as tall. This does come with Android 16, but of course they don't advertise how long the software updates are, so that could be one of the downsides to this tablet. You can see the bezels are a little bit larger on this one and quite a bit larger on the top and bottom. This has a 7-inch LCD screen, probably TFT by the look of it. It does say 720p online, although it's only 1024 by 600, so not quite 720. I guess it sounds better to round up. It's also 350 nits brightness, so the same as the 8.1 inch. Obviously, because the lower resolution. This is really the only one where you can see the pixels on the screen, and the text doesn't look quite as sharp as on the 8.1 inch version. You've got Gemini as the assistant. You've also got hands-free with Hey Google, and of course you have gesture or 3-button navigation as well. Left of the home screen you have Google Discover and Newsfeed. Looks like they do put the other colors for the wallpaper, so that's nice to see. Of course, you have dark theme on here as well. Most of the pre-installed apps are just the ones from Google. It doesn't even show the Walmart app until you go to the Play Store to update everything. Notifications and your shortcuts are up here at the top. Most of your typical stuff like airplane mode, Bluetooth, auto rotate, flashlight, auto brightness, reading mode. You've also got battery saver, cast, screen record. Looks like it's using about 17 gigabytes of the 64 available, just like the 8.1 inch version. I really think it should start with 128. You only have to download a couple games and you're gonna almost fill up the 64 gigabytes. When you go to recent apps, you can swipe over to clear all. This has the taskbar down at the bottom. Looks like if you tap and drag an app from the taskbar up, you can do split screen, just not in recent apps like the other ONN tablets. Surprisingly, this is Widevine L1, which is good for streaming apps like Netflix. I think the screen looks a little better on here than you would expect, considering the price. Surprisingly, it will do upscaled 4K resolution on YouTube. I don't think I would though, it seems pretty choppy. But the text could be a little bit sharper on here. You can just notice the lines are a little jagged compared to 1080p resolution. Performance-wise, it's got a MediaTek Helio G80 processor. It now has 4 gigabytes of RAM instead of 3, which is good because there's some apps that require at least 4 gigabytes. I think even though it's not the best as far as benchmark results, it's still probably powerful enough for most basic things, e-reading and some light gaming compared to the older versions. And I think that's what most people will be using a tablet like this for. Now, I did notice when gaming, the tablet does get a little warm, not too bad though. Obviously, this isn't going to be the most powerful tablet out there, but you can still play games like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt Legends Unite, obviously on lower settings. Kind of what you would expect for performance for a tablet at this price. They're saying up to 10 hours of battery life, but they don't mention the size. I did check a couple battery apps and it was kind of strange. They were saying 1000 milliamp hour battery. There's no way that's accurate. So not really sure what size the battery is. It must not be real large because I did run my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness and it only lasted about 5.5 hours. So somewhat similar to the previous 2024 version. I guess I was just expecting a little bit better. Also keep in mind when you charge this back up, it takes a really long time, which I guess is pretty typical for tablets in this category. The crazy thing is you have 2 speakers there on the bottom. I'm not sure what they're doing, but these are super loud, almost ear-piercing loud. The sound quality isn't the best. I'd be careful with how loud you listen to this. I think my ears are still ringing, but here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like.
Hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
As far as cameras go, you're not going to get much lower resolution than on this tablet. You get a 2 megapixel camera on the back, 2 megapixel on the front. Front-facing cameras there on the short edge. I'm not even sure if you could scan documents with this. You can see how simple the camera app is on here. It's just got picture and video. Probably wouldn't be my first choice. If you need to use the cameras, I'd probably just use my cell phone. Considering there's no settings for video, I would assume this one's pretty low resolution, maybe 720p. But we do have to give my dog some exercise, and this is his favorite part of my videos. So here's a few quick samples just to give you an idea of what to expect. As you can see, not going to be the best quality when it comes to photo and video, but I guess it is just a tad better than I was expecting. Even though this is a small upgrade from the previous version, I don't know if it's quite enough of an upgrade compared to the 8.1 inch version, which to me looks very similar to the iPad mini. Plus it has better screen quality, smaller bezels. Just seems like the 8.1 inch version has a lot more going for it for not much more money. I mean, unless you need a really small tablet for a real specific use, I don't know, it's getting pretty close to my cell phone size with just larger bezels. So I don't know if I would be the target market, but like I said earlier, if you're someone who was looking for a Fire 7, or you just want something for your kid, this one's pretty tough for me to find reasons why this might be a good option. I think I would just get the 8.1 inch version. Even though it's only 64 gigabytes of storage, if there's a certain comparison you want to see with these new ONN tablets, leave a comment down below. I'm going to try to compare as many as possible, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.